this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you watching my videos. This is a fourth layout that I'm going to do with the paper called Let's Party. And I've already made the full workshop with all three two-page layouts. These are the scraps that are left from the die cuts. So the die cut pages come just like the middle there with all the circles, that was a die cut page. So the blue rim that you see there is from the outside edge of that paper. So I decided I had that, and then the scallops are from that swirly piece that goes on the outside or the inside of one of those pages. And so I am using all of the pieces from that from those die cuts to make another page. Actually, another 2 pages, a full 2-page layout. So I'm going ahead and sticking this down. Now, I would suggest that what I should have done was just do 2 sides at a time, because it got out of control. And so I'm putting it right down. It has to be down on the very edge. But then it started sticking where I didn't want it to stick. And so it went wonky on me. And the thing is, the new runner that I'm using, AdTech, is very sticky from the outset. The Tombow gives you a little bit of leeway to, it doesn't fully stick, so you can readjust it if need be. This is sticky from the onset, so it gave me a little bit of a problem because it's so sticky. And it's a little, the paper gets a little staticky, so it kind of attracts itself to another page. But I was able to get it up without ripping it too badly. And I'm just very carefully now putting down a little piece at a time. So the die cut paper is not the same thickness or hardiness as our papers and cardstock. So it's a little bit easier to rip it. So just doing a little trimming there. And I am going to go ahead and you can see how it says Project 3 there. So you know I'm using a die cut. So I actually die cut remnants if I want to be very specific. It's a remnant. It's like, just a piece of paper that you would throw out because you don't need it. But I did like the scallops, kind of soft on scallops. So I'm sticking it to a full 12 by 12 piece of ballerina. And I'm being a little bit more discreet here with using just a little bit of glue at a time so I can control it better. So the title that I'm going to use, what it said today, is from quite a while ago. It was a whole outline of today, and you can see that how the pieces fit. Well, there's some little, like on the D, there's that curved area. So when I put this together, I was just going to put them as individual letters, and then I thought, no, I should probably fit them there so it doesn't look quite so like they don't belong together, like remnants. So, and I'm using the new Aquarius stickles that we just got in. Now, the other 3 layouts that I made, I used the only stickles that I had, and one was white and one was nebula, and one was like, I forget the name of it, but it was white. And I mixed some bluebird re-inker in with those stickles to get the blue color that I wanted. But then this came in, and so I ordered it, and it came quickly. And I love it because it's got the bluebird color stars in it. The other stuff has stars in it, but they're white or goldish. And this has got brilliant blue stars in it. So I decided to make a background for the title today. and just getting all the remnants off and all the little pretty little stars to give a little background to the title. And so I'm going to go ahead and even though the stickles is glue, it says it's glue, I'm going to add some liquid Tombow onto the back just to make sure that they stick. And, you know, I'm fitting them close so that they kind of fit where they're supposed to be together with those little curves and stuff. And this has been, like I said, it's been laying around for a while, so it's kind of nice to use it. I've kind of been doing a okay job with using up stuff that's been laying around for a long time. And it's kind of nice to do that. So, like I said, I've got just scraps left, literally just scraps. And so I decided to use one of the colors, jade, that is with Let's Party. But I had this scrap with the sprinkles on it, but it wasn't big enough to be a background for my 4x6. And so that's why I decided to give the picture what's going to be a picture there, a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 jade outline. So I get a little bit of the jade outline around what's, the picture that I'm going to put there. And then I've got the sprinkles showing through to bring all the rest of the colors from Let's Party. So I think we've got Sundance, Jade, Bluebird, Apple, Candy Apple. What else? And the Ballerina. So now this is the January stamp of the month. Now our stamp of the month now comes with my favorite, thin cut, so I don't have to do cutting. And this is called Looking Forward. So this is just available until the end of January, which is right around the corner. And I went ahead and cut out the scallop circle, and that will get stamped with the best is yet to come. I thought that was a good phrase to put on a birthday layout. So, because you want to, here's your birthday, but you want to always think that the best is yet to come. So the cute little scalloped circle and the little journaling square that looks like a little ripped out of a loose leaf, or actually a spiral page, which I just absolutely love. So there's I stamped it with Intense Black, so it stands out nicely. Cleaned up my stamp and put it back. And I stamped it on Sundance. So I'm going to put my little microfiber cloth away while I finish off the rest. Now I wanted to make sure that the rest of the colors were coming into this layout so that it kind of pulls all the colors that I'm using together. And so I'm using the last of this strip of paper that has the banners on it, and I'm going to make a little banner for my best is yet to come, just to kind of highlight it. So I'm just going to go ahead and there is a sticker. One of the stickers looks like washi tape. And so this one's got the black dots on a white background. And I'm going to go ahead and put that over the best is yet to come, like I'm holding it in place with washi tape. So that is also one of the papers was a black dot, kind of a dotted Swiss type thing. So this is going to go down in the corner. And I'm going to go ahead and put my 4x6 picture down. So that will kind of be the star of the show right there in the center. Don't want it to overlap the best is yet to come too much, but had to move it over just a little bit to give room. And then I decided to use some of the stars that were left that are in Bluebird. And that's going up in that little corner there. So like I when I do this and I'm not following instructions, I have a problem with holding back on the embellishments, just so you know. So I always go somewhat overboard. I just can't seem to help it. I want to use like everything that's cute there. But what can I say? So the second page is different looking. Now I used a number of different things here. The that funny, all those funny looking, they're not really scallops, but they kind of look like very enlarged, something you'd rip out of a spiral bound notebook. That was the other part of that swirly loop-de-loop piece that went on the bluebird background. These pieces actually came off in 1-inch pieces, and I split them in half. I cut them in half so that they were a 1/2 inch on all around, and 2 of them are 12 inches long and 2 of them are 11 inches long because of the cutting. So I'm going ahead and putting them right to the edge, and I'm just being careful to make sure that I am going right to absolutely the very edge that I can. And I want to butt these up very close together. I can't make a miter cut, which I normally do, because both pieces aren't 12 inches long. So that means I have to do them at a right angle, and that's fine because they work out pretty good right there. So not too bad. So then I put that on a piece of white daisy, and then the ballerina I cut down to be 11 by 11. So I cut 1 inch off of both sides to go on the inside of that 1/2 inch. Actually, I could have just put it on a piece of 12 by 12 ballerina, couldn't I have? I must have been thinking of something else. Anyway, what can I say? Okay, so I just got these. These are new photo mats, photo frames. The one that has the long end is called just a 3 by 3 photo frame. And then the red ones are 3 by 3 postage frames. And they're perfect for 3 by 3 pictures. So I really like them, and decided that the postage frame was going to work better. Now this stamp is called Design Elements, and it's got dots and stars and crackle and boards and greenery. And I decided, because there are stars in the stickles and I'm using stars to kind of highlight, that I wanted to make my own background paper with the stars. Look at how cute those are. Is that not like you could make your own Starry Night paper with this stamp? So you could do all sorts. You could make crackle paper. I mean, that would be so cool looking. But the stars are perfect for this particular layout. And I am just kind of putting them around, and I'm using, so it's tone on tone, so I'm using jade ink on the light side of jade paper. So we've got a tone on tone going, and then I'm going to go ahead and clean my stamp up. I love that stamp. I really, really like that, and it helps you, it makes its own randomness. So I like that you don't have to try to be, every time I try to be random, I end up with these rows. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that back on that stamp. Like I said, it's got a lot of good elements to make different. I want to use that crinkle next. So I'm putting that away, and I decided to use, now this was from a birthday card front. And so it's actually from a while ago. I don't know that we still have this. There may be some leftovers. I don't know. But anyway, it's fun. It's got the candles at the bottom. You could actually do some coloring on the candles if you wanted to, which actually I meant to do and forgot. I wanted to make the flames be kind of orangey yellow. And so I am giving this card front a background to kind of make it stand out a little bit more, and I wanted to use the jade for that. It just didn't stand out enough. Even though I'm using glitter paper, it didn't stand out enough on the ballerina. And so I really like the way it looks on that jade. So now I'm going to be real careful with this because I trimmed as much as I could out of the center of that. And so I'm going to put my ballerina down, get it all up to cover all the white. Would have been a lot easier to just have the ballerina with the blue on that. And I'm just going to kind of figure it's this paper, because it's so held together with just a thin amount of paper, is kind of difficult to keep square. So what I'm going to do is actually I was going to try to see, it's a little hard to handle. It doesn't want to handle real well. So what I'm going to do is just put the non-sticky side down and kind of place it and center it and make some little corners so I know where to put the paper. I have a place to aim towards. So I'm just putting little corners. And then I'll lay, and I'm only putting glue on two sides. So I'm just going to put one down, one corner down, and then the other corner down. And then I'll come over and put some adhesive along the little sticky outy blobs. So I got a little bit more careful with this one because of the problem I had with the strips. So there we go. It's a little kind of, we just have kind of this kind of scallop theme going. That's all I can say about that. So, okay, so here's the It's Your Day card front. And I liked that because the other page says today, and then this says it's your day. So it's today, it's your day. And there's my little journaling block. And I cut it out on Sundance. And I'm going to go ahead and print it, stamp it with intense black. So I want to make sure I season it up real good, make sure I'm going to get a good impression. So I'll put it on some scrap. I always do scrap first. And we got it. So here we go. Isn't that cute? That little spiral. They did such a good job of that. So here you have like, it looks like a little notebook. And actually that stamp set has numbers. So you can actually put numbers in those little squares if you want. And the arrow is going to say goals. There's a stamp that says goals. And I'm going to get ready to stamp that. And so you can have goal 1, goal 2. So if you want to, this stamp, well, clearly it's in January. So it's for like making January layouts. But your birthday is also a good time to set out some goals. So here are our goals. And actually I used the darker side. I could have flipped it over and used the lighter side. The little journaling box I used the lighter side, but it's okay to use both sides. So there we've got our goals. And I really like that stamp. That's a really, really nice stamp for January and the start of a new year, or a birthday and the start of a new year for your birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and raise this up, but not a whole lot. I'm going to use the real thin foam tape to put the It's Your Day down. Just for a little bit of dimension. It's always nice to have some dimension. And see, that looks so much nicer with the stars on the back, so it looks, otherwise it would look a little boring. Now the nice thing about this thin cut is it's got stitched edges, and it goes, I think it goes real well with the scallop look. And there we go. So, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive to remind myself it's for a 3x3, to cut my pictures at 3x3. There we go. It wouldn't be too bad to just stick one side of the postage stamp frame, and so you can kind of put your picture behind the frame rather than right in the middle of it. Just FYI, I realized that a little too late after I already stuck it down. Now here are the whole bunch of acrylic pieces that go with Let's Party. So in the workshop, you get quite a few of them, but you don't get all of them. So I went ahead and got the whole package of acrylic, the acrylic embellishments, and I love them so much. They've got these adorable little candles. They've got, you know, the present again and the little hat. And I am just gonna, and those pieces intertwine, the letters intertwine. So how cool is that? And I think I'm gonna put the little hat right there on the goals to make it kind of stand out. But anyway, we've got little banners, we've got balloons, we've got even the cute strings to hold the balloons. There's a banner string for all the white banners, and little, there's stars in there and little, kind of like little bursts. And so anyway, I am going to add some of those things. Like I said, once I start embellishing, watch out, because I'm going to go just crazy with it. So there's that. God, I love that hat. And I don't know what it is about these pieces, that putting them, interlocking them together, like little puzzle pieces, is just so much fun for me. I don't know what that means about me, but it's like, it shouldn't be that much fun, but it is. And see, they've got perfect color stars. There's the present with the little blue inserts to color the present. I mean, gosh, I love that thing. So cute. So, and they've got a cute pink balloon and white balloons and a blue balloon. And they have like 8 candles, I think. And so I end up taking the candles, I kind of sort through, getting all the candles out. And they have 2 pink, 2 blue, 2 white, and 2 black. And so I put 4 on each corner, along with some other stickers. So there were a couple of things that I wanted to add. So here we are. There's, down below there is Party. And here is the white fitting inside the pink outline. How cute is that? See, it comes like that, but then you can interchange, and then you still have a pink party left. I mean, it's just so cool. I want to put that someplace, but there just really isn't any place to put it. So there's my candles down in the corner and my blue balloon and white balloon, and I added a couple of little stickers and some of the little black bursts to it with a little tab and a little white burst to go on the blue hat. And there's my other 4 candles down in the corner there. And I think this kind of came out as a fun layout. It's different. It's a little busy, but it was kind of fun to do, to tell you the truth. And I really like these, the postage and the 3x3 postage frame and the 3x3 frame. And I love the die cuts and stamps for that particular, and it's not just the January stamp of the month, it's called Looking Forward. So there's my layout. Tell me what you think of using all the, actually what are supposed to be throw-out pieces. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you coming by and looking at any of my videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. I appreciate you. Bye now.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.